Welcome to this explainer. We are on a very specific mission today, and honestly, it's one I'm super excited about. We're going to systematically dismantle the myth of an insanely expensive Japan. Look, for decades, Japan has been seen as this ultimate land of luxury travel, right? Like a place where neon cities and ancient temples will just completely drain your bank account. But today, we're going to break down the reality of budget travel strategy and Japan spending hacks by analyzing a strict 3-day, $100 a day challenge.
So, be honest for a second. Has that intimidating reputation kept you away? Have you ever scrolled through breathtaking photos of Tokyo or Kyoto and thought to yourself, yeah, maybe someday when I win the lottery? Well, I am thrilled to tell you that we are going to put that exact question to the ultimate test using real, hard data. We're going to track every single yen spent to see if you can have an absolutely incredible adventure without breaking the bank.
Okay, let's dive right into this by looking at the rules for our challenge. The daily budget is strictly $100. Because of the exchange rate we're seeing in mid-2026, that translates to somewhere in the ballpark of 15,000 to 16,000 yen. Now, this budget has to cover absolutely everything once you're on the ground. Your bed, every single meal, local subways, buses, and any entry tickets. Literally the whole shebang, except the flight to get there. So, can it actually be done?
Section 1, Tokyo Survival Hacks. Let's kick off day 1 in the megacity.
Right off the bat, our first hurdle in a massive city like Tokyo is finding a place to sleep that doesn't swallow the budget in one giant gulp. The solution here? It's a classic, experience-driven Japanese budget staple, the Capsule Hotel. You can snag a spot in a clean, surprisingly comfortable capsule right in the bustling heart of Shinjuku for just $35, which is about 5,250 yen. Sure, you won't be doing any jumping jacks in there, but it's a fantastic, efficient solution when you plan to be out exploring the city all day anyway.
Now, what's really interesting is our first major spending hack when it comes to food. You basically have to forget everything you know about convenience stores back home. The Japanese conveni is on another planet entirely. By embracing stores like 7-Eleven or Lawson, you can grab a genuinely satisfying breakfast. We're talking a fresh, delicious salmon onigiri rice ball and a hot coffee for a grand total of just $3. Seriously, $3.
With breakfast sorted, it is time for some culture. And here is a massive win for any budget traveler. Walking through the towering torii gates and serene forest grounds of the Meiji Shrine costs absolutely nothing. It's this completely free, peaceful oasis right in the middle of the city. As for getting there, just a quick tap of a digital Suica card on your phone covers your morning transit for a mere $5.
By lunchtime, you're probably going to be craving a perfect bowl of ramen. The strategy here is to look for teishoku, which are high-value lunch sets offered at local restaurants. If you hunt down a small local joint, preferably one with a line stretching out the door, you can get a phenomenal, rich bowl of tonkotsu ramen for just $10, or around 1,500 yen.
Heading into the afternoon, you really don't need to shell out for pricey observation decks. Breathtaking panoramic city views are available at the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building in Shinjuku for the unbeatable price of 0 yen. That's right, free! And afterwards, you can go get totally lost in the electric streets of Shibuya, watching the world-famous Scramble Crossing. These are unforgettable, world-class cultural experiences that do not cost a single cent.
When evening rolls in, skip the expensive sit-down restaurants and deploy a brilliantly masterful dinner hack, the Depa-Chica. These are incredible food halls located down in the basements of big department stores. If you time it right and go near closing time, you can score massive discounts. A high-quality, delicious bento box for dinner can be snatched up for just $8.
Let's tally that up. By utilizing these very specific Tokyo survival hacks, the total for day 1 comes to an incredible $56. That leaves us with a huge, totally unexpected cushion of $44 in our $100 budget. It just goes to show that with the right strategy, even Tokyo is incredibly manageable.
Section 2. The Overnight Transit Secret. Getting from Tokyo to Kyoto on a dime.
Okay, so day 2 brings us to the biggest budget killer for travelers, cross-country travel. The famous Shinkansen or bullet train is amazing, don't get me wrong, but a one-way ticket will run you about $80 to $95. That eats up almost your entire daily budget right there, and you still have to pay for a hotel that night. So the budget traveler's secret weapon? The overnight bus. For just $40, you secure your cross-country travel. But the real stroke of genius here is that the bus brilliantly doubles as your accommodation for the night, saving you from paying for a hotel altogether. It's a 2-for-1 deal.
Add in about $10 for some konbini snacks and a bento box for the ride, and our Day 2 total is a shockingly low $50. By sacrificing just a tiny bit of comfort for one night, this transit masterstroke banks a major surplus, putting us in a fantastic financial position as we roll into Kyoto.
Section 3. Exploring Kyoto. Ancient charms on a budget. Dropping your bags in Kyoto doesn't have to be expensive either. You can actually find deals on lovely, cozy, traditional-style guest houses for just $30 a night. And for getting around, forget expensive taxis. A $10 full-day bike rental is the absolute ultimate local transit hack. It gives you total freedom to discover Kyoto's quieter backstreets at your own pace. Add $7 for a morning coffee and a coin locker at the station, and your morning is completely set.
Your very first stop on that bike should absolutely be the Fushimi Inari Shrine. It's one of the most breathtaking sights in Japan, famous for its thousands of vibrant red torii gates that just wind endlessly up the mountainside. And the best part? Just like Meiji Jingu in Tokyo, wandering through these magical gate tunnels is a completely free experience.
For lunch, you can cycle on over to Nishiki Market, often called Kyoto's Kitchen. You can graze through incredible street food and settle on a delicious bowl of udon noodles for around $12. Then, in the afternoon, it's time for a paid attraction, Kinkakuji, the stunning golden pavilion. Seeing this temple completely covered in shimmering pure gold leaf will cost you a very modest entrance fee of just $5, or 500 yen.
To finish off the challenge, take your bike down to the famous Gisha Quarter, the Gion district, and track down an authentic filling plate of okonomiyaki, which is this amazing savory Japanese pancake for dinner. That incredible meal will run you about $15, bringing our complete Day 3 total to just $79. Section 4. The final budget verdict. Is it fact or fiction? So the crucial point is right here when we look at the daily totals. Day 1 in Tokyo was just $56. Day 2, our massive travel day down to Kyoto, cost just $50. And Day 3, fully exploring Kyoto, was $79. That brings our total money spent over 3 full days to an undeniable $185. That makes our daily average a truly astonishing $62 a day. Wow! This definitively shatters the expensive Japan myth once and for all. It proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can travel through some of the most famous cities in the world with plenty of room to spare on a $100 budget.
Honestly, I highly recommend you grab a screenshot of these golden rules right now. Keep these in your back pocket. You must embrace capsule hotels and guest houses. You really have to master the konbini for cheap, high-quality snacks. Always look for teishoku lunch sets, leverage overnight buses for long travel, and definitely build your itinerary around Japan's countless free attractions. Because of the weekend we're seeing in 2026, if you plan smart and use these strategies, Japan is currently one of the best value destinations in the entire developed world.
You really don't need a massive budget to experience the magic of this country. You just need a solid budget travel strategy. So, with the myth finally busted and the hacks laid out right in front of you, I have to ask, where will your $62 a day take you in Japan? It is definitely time to start planning that trip. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and keep exploring.